Hi everyone, I hope you watch this CoinsKid. It's going to dive into Vechain. Okay, the ticker's VET versus USD. Thank you for your supporting the Patreon. If you're not already involved in the Patreon, do head over today and get involved. Okay, and a big thumbs up to each and every one of you that's helping CoinsKid grow and maintain this upswing that we've got in this bull market right here. Obviously, you've gone through this correction. You can see all our targets have been met effectively, and right now we have targets in front of us, and we've not got a crystal ball, but so far so good, and we're holding support relatively well and for continuation. Just to remind you that the market is completely overbought, okay, and greed. There was absolute greed in the market, and this is what it is. It's shaken out of the weekend, so to speak, and I've been telling you about this for a very long time now, and a lot of trolls on the comments, a lot of trolls on the Twitter, and in the videos as well, that and all I'm trying to do is just bring a level of reassurance and education to yourselves that these cycles are perfectly normal. Okay, so just here you had this correction. Oh no, we're going to zero. Panic, shaking out the weekends. Look what happened literally a week later. Boom, see you later, alligator. V-shaped recovery, and this is what I personally anticipate for crypto. Okay, I think Bitcoin's having a nice little pickup already, so it's front running the pickup so far, and hopefully it can maintain that pickup, because don't forget, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It's the king Bitcoin, okay, and it's in front of everything. You can see it's already started the bull run. It's already started the correction. It's bouncing off the correction relatively healthily. So whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market does, and unfortunately that's why we're having a correction, because Bitcoin shit the bed. So that's really it. And as long as we hold support, as long as Bitcoin can now pick up, get back above those EMAs, okay, and get back above that 20 on the weekly, it's all golden for continuation. So keep an eye on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin's correcting and goes down any deeper, then obviously you're going to see a larger correction and possibly a bear market. But honestly, not got a crystal ball. Do not want IO to anticipate a bear market right now for Bitcoin or crypto. All I see is a retest of support and continuation, and that is the truth of it. I'm not feeding you no spiel. I'm just telling you what I feel and what I see effectively, and this is why I told you we're going to have this ABC correction, because I tell you what I see, okay, and I told you there's like optimal opportunities right here, though you have wicked down underneath the optimal opportunity right here, as you can see. The original price target we had was a previous swing high, wasn't it, of around about 9 cents. You can see it's absolutely sat on that right now, and it did wick down below it, and you've almost wicked down off a daily, the weekly 55 EMA, which is absolutely golden, by the way. If you start to see yourself lose this particular level of support, the 55 on the weekly, and you're hitting your head on it, that's a precursor to a bear market effectively. Just here, look, you come under the EMAs and you're hitting your head. See you later, alligator. I'm off to the beach, so to speak. I'm selling, and I'm gone, basically. And this is the sell, buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid. When you get that, boom, see you later, alligator. I'm off. So anyway, enough rambling on. Vechain, I just want to reassure you it's going through a correction, okay, and it was very overheated, very overbought. You can see it was actually overextended on the 1618, so it's come back down to earth a little bit, okay. What I'm going to do is look at the RSI right now. Wow, look at the RSI. What was I saying last week about the RSI? Can we get the RSI down to this level right here? Because if we do, and we get the bounce, look at the potential wave 5 that we could have, okay. Look, this is your wave 3. Look at that. Into overbought territory right there, really high, 91, and you could even go higher than that in wave 5, okay, because like I said to you, wave 5 can be the same length as wave 1, or potentially the same wavelength as wave 3, and this is what we've got this is what's in front of us right now, is Vechain marching onwards and upwards in this bull market to the latter part of this year, or even August, September, who knows, no one's got a crystal ball, but this is what we're anticipating for Vechain in this Elliott wave 5 theory right here, okay. This pullback, this wave 4 ABC correction, a very, very deep wave 4 correction, like this was deep as well, but this was more drawn out. This has been quite quicker. It's got it out of the way, which is good. You want to see it, see you later, I'll get out of the way, I want to carry on with the bull run, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, look at the RSI right now, beautiful. The MACD is a little bit overextended, so that could come back down to earth a little bit more, and it's, gravity bring it back down. So do keep an eye on this RSI, okay, because you can see that once it was at that level just there, that's where you got to bounce. And if you do start to see further downturn, come to the weekly and have a look at the RSI level and just put in some cheeky bids on that particular level. If you do start to see it come down any further, so to speak, you might see a nice little bounce there and a bit of upside for Vechain, but you're getting it so far. At this moment in time, recording this video, you are currently up from this bottom here a whopping 50%. So it's looking relatively healthy straight away, isn't it? It's starting to look like a rocket effectively. So yeah, watch this space, and I just want to reassure you that these rollovers and corrections are perfectly normal, providing you're holding support. Okay, it's actually better to do something like that, just get it out of the way, than obviously long drawn out, coming back down and sort of bleeding to death effectively. Just get this out of the way, over and done with. Quick V-shaped recovery like this. Look, sharp down, sharp back up. That's potentially what you're looking for Vechain now, is you could come down, see you later, alligator, continuation in this bull run. So I don't even need to go into the fundamentals of the tokenomics with you about Vechain. You know what it is, and that's why I do see further appreciation for Vechain. The market in itself, crypto and stocks and everything, the whole market around the world is a little bit overbought and a little bit exuberant, so to speak. So you're coming back down to earth. You're just a reality check effectively. You still got nice volume there, so there's a lot of interest for Vechain for marching onwards and upwards. So yeah, do keep an eye on the weekly time frame. Like I said to you, if you do start to see yourself come down any further and come under the 55, that's a bit of a precursor, okay, of a bit of a signal that, okay, all right, we are looking a bit dodgy here, and then do with that information what you will. So right now I'm just going to jump into the hourly time frame for Vechain. Yeah, so with Vechain, then you can see it's met all the targets when it's broke down at the ABC correction. That's the local bottom right now. You can see the C wave is a lot deeper than we anticipated. I think we anticipated around about 12 cents, somewhere around there, and you can see that was based off the same wavelength effectively. So that was its original target, but obviously, like I said to you, when you start to lose support and it creates a cascade of selling, that's what happens. You see that sort of, this is, if it's your first time to crypto, this is quite common. These crashes happen where it starts to cascade. This is actually one of the largest in history, but this is what happens, okay, if you get overextended and you start to lose support, it's just one big sell-off effectively. So yeah, right now you can see that you've hit a base level of support right now, so we do need to keep an eye on that going forward for Vechain, okay. If you hold this support, you could be looking at a lovely V-shaped recovery like I've just outlined on the weekly time frame there. Over the next week or so, you might see an absolute upside for Vechain, okay, and that'd be really positive, something like this. Obviously it's not going to get to these targets. We've got this forecast up there at $1.49, $1.50 of the wave 5 extension there for Vechain after this sort of corrective fourth wave that we're going through right here with this ABC correction, okay. Then you're looking at a potential fifth wave up, early wave theory up to that price prediction right there. But obviously you do need to see Vechain hold this support level right here. So what I'm going to do, because this is actually a nasty wick down, that's the cascade of selling, that's how quickly it can happen, okay. So right now this is a local bottom in this bull market for Vechain, okay, at that level right there. Do you see that? That's your local bottom. You can't afford to lose that again, because if you do, then you're looking at further sell off, and where do you go to, okay. And you can see you could effectively start falling to these swing lows, swing highs and stuff like that, and you don't want to do that. So I'm not going to drop them targets in because you don't want them, because it's not going to drop down there, okay. It's all good, we've had a bottom and we're going to get the V-shaped recovery, fingers crossed, okay, because we are in a bull market. So right now what I can do is, based off this, I'm going to lay down a Fibonacci extension for some positivity in the market. So if we can now say that Vechain's bottomed out, we're going to look at an extension right here of the 1618, okay. No, it's not going to get there overnight, it's going to take a while, but if you do now start to get a nice recovery off Vechain, which I am anticipating, to be honest with you, because we have wicked down below a key level of support right there, and we've sort of bounced off the weekly 55, haven't we? And right now, if you sort of consolidate for a little bit, okay, catch up with itself, not fall any lower than this particular key level of support, and like I said to you, don't fall any lower than the 55 on the weekly. You could start to form a nice new uptrend again, okay, after a level of consolidation, a bit of a cool off. Then this is where you could actually see Vechain getting to on the next sort of leg up out of here. You could be looking at a 67 cent Vechain token in this bull run. And right now, from here, it's not financial advice, but from this moment right here, you're looking at a lovely upside of around 510% for Vechain on the next leg up in this bull run, or off this local bottom. If you was lucky enough to get some bids in there, you're looking at around about 912%, 921% upside for Vechain. So that's basically it. I'm going to remain positive, okay. We've come back down, we've found a base level of support, we're not going back down there, hopefully. We're going to bounce up here and get that V-shaped recovery I've shown you, and it's all good, it's all golden effectively, okay. And we've got this correction out of the way. The market was overbought, there was too much greed, there was too much FOMO, all the levels are being reset. It's rocket ships back up to the moon effectively, so for Vechain. So yeah, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on Vechain. Take care, bye bye.